Might need to look up what exactly determines that. That's more like it. 100 ducats. Oh, it might be... I know why. It's because they're protecting. They've got anti-piracy. Because that is one way of reducing that. So if we look at... That's protecting trade. Yeah, 82 guns privateering, 59 guns pirate hunting. Reducing privateering by 35%. So I need more guns to do the coast raids as well. So over here, nothing is protecting the coasts, so it's way more effective. We are about to make a very pretty penny. So when can I do this next? 18, so 10 years' time. Right. Well, that's not a loan going to be paid off. That's going to be a Zanzibar built up. Now it's going to be some loans paid off. Debt-free! We've done it! You may as well start drilling again. Right. Yeah, here the effectiveness is really terrible again. So this is in Malacca, which has 26 guns pirate hunting. I have way more than 26 guns, though. Each of my early carracks has 40. So how does this efficiency make sense? It doesn't. Unless pirate hunting is really effective, which I doubt. Can I raid the Portuguese possession in South Africa? Yes, I don't want to though. I'm trying to get friendly with Portugal so they sell me technology. Yeah, okay. Apparently I can't raid these guys at all. 1% effectiveness. I don't really get why. I think you have to have some ships privateering and others raid coasts. That certainly didn't used to be that way. Raiding as the Knights was just send a load of ships and do it. Oh well. Good enough for now. And Shmeri's base manpower has gone up again. Unless you mean it's because the privateers reduce the trade power... Oh, the pirate hunters. Hang on, we'll try that. Easily tested. You guys go and privateer Malacca. In fact, while you're doing it, I can tell you to raid, can't I? %. You're right. Huh, okay. So I basically need to have 2 fleets. One for the raiding, one for the privateering. I really need to build more light ships. I don't want to build them, I want to take them. Who has the most light ships in the world? Pasai is second, so Pasai really is a good source of light ships, and they're my rivals, so I have accumulation TB against them. I wonder if I could justify a trade conflict. Pasai must have trade power in the trade node where you have at least 10% trade power, so I need to get 10% trade here. Just going around fabricating trade situations. I do still have this second colonist, and I'm still not entirely sure where I want to send them. Portugal finally colonised the islands around us. Finally! Crikey, that took a while. Unfortunately, if this is a trade company, then I don't think it spreads technology. Oh, next month. Government reform. This is where things get interesting. So, separation of powers. Parliamentarianism is not available because we are a pirate republic. However, we could become a presidential system which would reduce the institution embracement cost. A little short term for my taste. Or we could become a pirate king. An admiral becomes your ruler when the current ruler dies. What if you have no admiral? So I guess that makes you more of a monarchy? And I guess that this means that you adopt the stats of that admiral as opposed to it being a 1-1-4. So it probably is still re-electable. But that also gives naval leader fire +1, harsh treatment -20, and then captain influence. War against the world doctrine. Not allowed trade goods slaves. We do get the war against the world CB, so we can, I think, declare war on anybody. Shipbuilding time is reduced by 15%. We get 5 years less years of separatism, which would be nice. And the buccaneer influence is increased. Or we get the black market consortium, which basically turns us into a pirating merchant republic. Because we get the merchant republic mechanics, we can also place trade posts. And actually the way that I'm playing with islands dotted all over the place, trade posts would be very effective for us. Because those are all legitimate trade post locations. Although I'd be limited in how big we can grow. How many provinces are we at now? It's here, isn't it? 20. We could not actually grow any further than we are right now. So if we were going to be a merchant republic, this would be it. Well, some places like Holhavai I could turn into a trading city. I don't know how trading cities would interact with us, because they're not a subject, which would probably mean we would raid them. You can get bigger, you just can't state them. I'm pretty sure it's territory, it's provinces, states has nothing to do with it. If I'm remembering correctly from my Tierhook game. Because I tried that. Thinking of getting this game seems very interesting. Does Steam put this game on sale either in winter or summer? This game is actually on sale quite a lot. So yes, and I would heartily recommend getting Europa Universalis for it. It's a fantastic game. I was going to say I would recommend getting the Empire Founder Pack, but that's not necessarily true, because a lot of the features that the DLCs from that pack give you are now free. So it's about as healthy as possible, and yes, do it. EU4 is great. Oh, part of the reason I'm making so much money is the war reps, which end in 2 years. Noted. Well, having just done a Merchant Republic, I'm not necessarily ready to do a Black Market Consortium, and also I really don't know how trading cities would interact with us. Client states. When we get client states, then maybe that would be a way of doing it. War against the world. Seems to be the most interesting to me. Although Pirate King could also be good. But then again, I guess Pirate King would be more similar to a Dutch Republic. If elections aren't a thing. But then if elections aren't a thing, how does the frequency of elections work? Just give me a second. I'm going to check that. This is new. E4 is the only game I have over 2,000 hours played. I'm something close to that, I think. The only other game that comes even close that I have on Steam is Mount & Blade. Although older games like Shadowbane and Eve probably surpass it. War Against the World would let you take Mara and the islands I don't border. Yes, it would. At least, War Against the World is basically an early imperialism CB. I'm just going to double check how exactly Merchant Republics work again. So E4, Merchant Republic, because I'm pretty sure states don't matter. Oh no, you're right. Without penalties, only 20 provinces can be states. So I'm actually at 16, because 4 of those provinces are trade companies. And everything to the east will remain a trade company. So it's only if I go west will that become a problem. And that would be something like St. Helena, Falklands, random islands in Caribbean if I can secure one. And if I can get it, Bermuda. What else does it get us? It has factions but not estates. I'm really curious how that's all going to work. In fact, all of these reforms. So I have just saved the game so I can do a test at this point. First thing I'm going to do is double check the Black Market Consortium, just because I'm curious. Doing the trade posts, I know how that functions. That I also know how it functions. Trade posts, I don't know if you can raid them. And I guess it increases goods production, which is kind of a weird one. And you can also have a trade league with trading cities. And this would mean that our admirals are stronger. Harsh treatment is kind of irrelevant. War Against the World is just... sod it. War Against the World. Tropical wood, naval supplies, livestock, fish, livestock, tropical wood, ivory, ivory, tropical wood, ivory, fish. I think we did okay out of that. We'll need to see how exactly the budget balances at the end of the year. Yeah. No, I think we lost about 60.6 ducats, actually. Also, did my heavies arrive over here? They did. 90% raiding power. There we go. Wait, that was still 1%. That's Moluccas, isn't it? It'd be really nice if, like, the tooltip said, yeah, you can raid this. With pirates being a bigger thing, I really do hope they change a few things about the UI for raiding mechanics, because it is really tedious. So that's all 1% effectiveness, so I need to grab you. And you need to start privateering Moluccas. And we've already paid off the loans. We already built up Zanzibar, did we not? We did. Well, in that case, I don't think I want to improve marketplaces. We could do some workshops. Or we could start building some more ships. But I kind of prefer to steal them. We could get another flagship. How do I have so many monarch points? By being about 5 technologies behind. Forts. Also a good point. If I build one there, all of this is protected. If I build one there, all of those are protected. There, those. Anyone that wouldn't be protected would be you. I think generally we want as many forts in the interior as possible, then maybe the capital as well. So here would protect all of that, here would protect all of that. So you would be the only one unprotected. And the interior, because that's all hills and highlands and stuff like that. Why don't I upgrade tech then? Because it's currently costing me 108% to do so. And before you ask, why haven't I institutioned? Nope, couldn't spell it. Instit. You shun. There you go. Right. But having Portugal here is going to be great, because Portugal is now actually going to hopefully start spreading technology to us. And actually, I'm kind of curious. Has that started already? No. Damn. And are we getting any colonialism from you? No. 16, 14. So 4 more years until we can expect colonialism there. Ugh. Bah humbug. Nah. Wait, somebody else is raiding here. That just got raided. Sunda, are you pirates? No. Oh, did I do it with the wrong ships? I did it with the wrong ships, because you've stopped privateering. Okay, that's what happened. I just pirated myself with the wrong crew. Great, cool. Right, let's send you guys home. And rest up. Now, it would be really nice if the loot map mode told me places which could still be looted. That would definitely be one way of doing it. See you, boss. I have no allies. A pirate doesn't have allies, he only has victims. And we can re-elect somebody. Yes, I would like to re-elect this chap, because he's still only 48 and he's already a 633. Soon to be 644. And we've just maxed out our military. Right, well I guess that's going to mean some manpower development. Incoming. Is it just me, or have dev costs just gone down? I feel like they have. I thought it was only cotton, cloth, and maybe wool that reduced that. Many join the ranks of our navy, expecting a more exciting life awaiting them in the opportunity to leave their home behind and see the sea and the land beyond Betsimisarakan. Borders. Not all of those are prepared for the often harsh and even more dull and boring life at sea. Actually, part of the video which I've created for the overview of the idea changes, which I'll probably be posting Tuesday, if not tomorrow, I had to cut it out, but my introduction was just me trying to say the damn name of the nation for about 30 seconds, and it is pretty hilarious. Like, I kind of want to just release it as a bloop, because like Betsimisirara, 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 and just if I do say so myself, it's funny. Right, colonists. Britain. Still haven't got enough with you, never mind. Truce with Matapa is up already. Interesting. Well, last time I did actually make a net profit fighting Mutapa, and I feel like I could do that again. Plus, you're at war with other people, so we'd definitely be distracting you at the very least. And this time, my heavy ships are actually ready for war. Does Mutapa have a fleet yet? Please tell me you've been building light ships. You have. I'm still at shock that there is an eroded coast sea. How's everyone not at war stealing ducats and enslaving people? Well, if raiding works the way that you say it does, where you have to be privateering in order to block the pirate hunters, which is something the AI never used to do, so I'm glad that they do now, because that's a big change, especially for multiplayer. Now that we've seen how effective that is, that's going to change things. Playing the highly naval nations to... You could play legitimately a mercenary naval nation now, which the trading nations would then hire to basically stop pirates taking their trade. So I could see Great Britain like saying, okay, I have 20 heavy ships that I will hire out to you in order to hunt pirates in Lubeck to the Hunter. And that would be legit. So the Hunter would give a subsidy in exchange for those 20 ships then hunting pirates there. Because that is really effective, as we've seen. And what I'm trying to say is, if you're privateering people, then there is a CB against you. So if you have to privateer, then you can get the CB, then you can declare war on somebody for stealing stuff from you. Right, let's group you together. Let's go to Matapa. I do need to get a spy network against you first, because I really want the trade conflict. We need to have at least 10 in that. Britain! Britain, Britain, Britain! With all the lovely, lovely maps. I would really like to know about the South Atlantic, please. Okay, I need to have some ships over there. That can be arranged. Right. South Atlantic. Please do spill the beans. And unfortunately, it looks like somebody's already stolen the island I wanted. Islands. Looks like Portugal. So I might actually have to go to war with Portugal at some point in the future. Though just not yet. Because I still kind of want to butter Portugal up in case they offer me tech, though it doesn't look like they will. No, this is really bad. Blockade efficiency goes down. And we lose some, or we lose some stability. How much is stability costing right now? A lot. Alright, we'll take the blockade here. So I'm just going to go and raid their coasts real quick. Can't do that until next month. Oh, 10 years. Apparently I didn't raid this. Or else somebody raided this already. I just raided that, though. Sod it, I don't know. Not quite there yet. I need to find your navy. There it is. So I think I might just go and sit in Zanzibar for the moment. I hear Zanzibar is lovely this time of year. And there it is. I would like to fabricate a trade conflict against Mutapa, which we will then fight. So their allies will join the war. Wallachia has maybe a little bit of a navy. Chokwe is going to be completely pointless here. Confirm. Didn't steal it. Damn. Oh, they were trying to privateer me. Haha. Give me a second. I want to just split out. No, I don't. I want you to stop mothballing. I want to send you over here. When they've arrived. Just realised they can actually cross over to Zanzibar. But Zanzibar's not the war goal this time. Alright, so this is 5 heavies and 11 lights. So I want to steal as many of these ships as I possibly can. Also, there didn't seem to be a war against the World CB against them. I just realised that. It doesn't exist. So what is it? Or is it a thing I need to fabricate and spawn? Are you sailing in? No, you're just trying to block Zanzibar. There we go. Now the ships are starting to sail. We stole 2 ships. What do we get? Net loss. Or net nothing. Although we do get a new carrack. Alright, let's go for the transports. Which are literally just transports. We stole 1. And we do have the coastal repair, so we're just going to send the ships off to go and do their coastal repair. And otherwise, I'm going to position you here. I'm going to pull out the lights and we'll just start blockading all the things. Blockade. Blockade. This extra blockade cost is not impressing me very much. I really need to get to... Oh no, that's not blockade. What gives me more blockade chance? Blockade impact on siege is espionage plus naval. Blockade efficiency, naval plus maritime. That's what I really need. I need to get naval next. Because then I can get the plus 50% blockade efficiency and the plus 50% privateer efficiency. And then just laugh all the way to the bank. And then after that, probably espionage for the extra embargo and privateer efficiency. And there we go. Now we're getting 100% blockade. Which means that the war goal will start to tick up. And the intention from this war is simple. I want all your money. Thank you. And you continue drilling. Or start drilling. I'm wondering if I do want to colonize this. Wait, you say that's too far away? Oh, it is. I can colonize that though.